Name me or give me 3 to 5 characters from a sitcom or a show that you base your characteristics off personally.
But did you like it though? Did you?
Double tap.
Yo, so what's going on? What's popping? What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it was. Man, it's your boy Boogie tapping in. And I'm gonna do an episode of Funky Friday right now. You know what I mean? Usually you probably used to seeing me in a car, followed by a good smoke, followed by a good topic, a discussion. But today I'm gonna run it a little different. Today I'm gonna have a muse. Today I'm gonna have a person that's gonna fill in to answer a question or two that I may possess or hit them with. And that person is my barber Dre. Dre been cutting my hair going on, what, 2 or 3 years?
Yes, sir.
And he is the lead barber at Centric Barber Lounge. And if you haven't checked him out, it's based in Atlanta. Yeah, so I'm gonna get right to the chase. So Dre, I was asking a question to a lot of people that I've been affiliated with in the last couple of weeks, or let's say this last couple of days. And the question is simple. And I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to really, you know what I'm saying, answer your question.
Okay.
So name me, and this is coming from a person who watched shows. Name me or give me 3 to 5 characters from a sitcom or a show that you base your characteristics off personally. No need to rush.
And how many got? 5?
You got 5 minutes. That's just to think, collect your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I may know the show, I may not know the show. So I'm a person who watch a lot of shows, a lot. So we all have watched shows before where we see ourselves in that character, or we take something from that character and we implement it into our everyday life. You know, no matter what the show may be, it could be Fresh Prince, it can be Martin, it could be, Boy Meets World, it could be even a cartoonistic show, you know what I mean, or a sitcom. And I've been getting some great responses from it. You know, it's an unbelievable icebreaker. I ain't seen you in a couple months, well, weeks, that is. And curious to want to know, the characters that you kind of can relate to. I'm going to give you mine while we still by time. You're on the clock for 5 minutes.
Okay.
So mine is number 1. Hold on, I wrote it down. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with
How many I gotta give you?
3 to 5.
All right.
3 to 5 characters.
That's cool.
So number 1, a character that I could kind of link with is Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders. And the reason I said him is Thomas is very respected. He's a middle brother, just like myself, and he's the family leader. Thomas was the family leader of his whole crew. I'll say Martin, obviously from the show Martin. He's funny. He was always fresh, dress-wise, and he has multiple personalities, and that's a good thing, but there's different sides of me that a lot of people may not see or does see, depending on who you are or what you are to me. Franklin Saint from Snowfall. I feel like I'm hood, professionally ratchet. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a businessman. I'm a constant thinker. I got the figure things out mentality about myself. And then when things get tough, or when no matter what the circumstance is, I'm one step ahead of it. Another person, and the last person for me is Ragnar Lothbrok from the show Vikings. Undeniable leader of men, leader of a whole kind of village or country. And then he's a man of many sons. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew All of them were two.
Who?
The Viking and the first one, Thomas Shelby.
Thomas Shelby, bro. For anybody who watch shows, I would recommend Peaky Blinders
Okay.
and Vikings. Those ain't just no weekend type of show. Like you got to commit at least about a month to, and it's not gonna disappoint you. Like we just had this conversation about preference, like TV preference. Like when I come home from a long day, I don't really be wanting to watch sports, ESPN, things like that, because my whole life is engulfed in that.
Right.
It's engulfed in, the ESPNs. It's engulfed in, radio shows. Sports. So when I come home, my place of refuge is my house, but also a place to kind of disconnect from all that, from watching film and everything else. So I watch shows, and this particular season, I kind of went old school with it.
Okay.
And I'm watching Sopranos, a classic that I've seen a whole bunch of people. I heard a whole bunch of people talk about it. But I'm watching it, and Anthony Soprano is a genius. Is that person that I was like, man, I've been sleeping on this dude. You know what I mean? But it just goes to show you, folks been making great quality and pieces and work for years. And that's what it is. So, a little bit about me. I come home, I try to debrief in many ways. In one, try to talk to my kids via FaceTime, telephone, and just come on. At perfect timing.
That's my time.
That's your time.
All right. So I got. I think I got my 3.
What you
I'm gonna
got?
try to push for 5.
Say less.
I'm gonna start off with Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince, why?
Fresh Prince. I don't know. It kind of like raised me. Uncle Phil was, a father figure to.
But you gotta have no. You gotta have a distinct character from Fresh Prince. So if it's Uncle Phil, it's Uncle Phil. If it's Will Smith, it's Will.
I'm gonna go with Will
Okay.
Smith. That's my distinct character. So
Why?
I'm gonna make sure I have a distinct character with everybody I would choose.
Say less.
Will Smith is from Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, because he had a father figure that he found in someone else that really wasn't his father.
Yeah.
And I took heed to that because my father wasn't in my life, and that show kind of showed me some type of guidelines of what it was that you didn't just have to live under the circumstances that you was put in. You could do better, by different sides of the family.
Right. You can find family qualities in what you deem as family to you.
Facts. And my Uncle Phil, to me, I had a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? Close friends that had their fathers in their life, and I kind of, gravitated to that, because mine wasn't there for me. My second person that I would go to, I would have to say Ghost from Power. Because I see myself as the ultimate businessman. Everything I do, I think about business, and I make sure that business gets done. But I'm always trying to stay one step ahead of everybody, or just playing chess, not checkers. I'm always thinking about what could be, what could not be, the pros and cons.
But just to make it clear, I did watch Power.
Okay.
I am very familiar with the character Ghost. But your business isn't funded off of the means of illegal activity,
No,
correct?
sir.
All right.
No, sir.
You
We
just
do
gotta-
legit business.
You just got to throw it out there, you know what I'm saying?
I was just thinking about business.
Okay.
So, and another pretense, it's just, I would have to go with, this is a show I recently gravitated to, and I'm going to keep it recent. I don't know if you familiar with Manifest.
No.
Well, Manifest, it was about an airplane that disappeared for 5.5 years, and they presumed them dead. And when they came back to life, they basically had a second chance at life by doing the right thing. And the character I'm gonna go with is Ben Stone. I go with Ben Stone only because he felt like his role was to help everyone around him to make them see better. And they had these things called callings. And his calling was he wanted to help everybody that was on that plane. Me, I got into a major car accident December 24th on Christmas Eve. And I was presumed unconscious for 2 days. And when I woke up, I was in the hospital for a month. So I'm like a walking miracle, they didn't tell me. But my calling is like, it's another level in life that I've hit to where it's like, I'm not here just to just cut hair. I got people under me where it's like, I got to presume, make sure they good.
Right.
I got to get them to the next step of where I am. So my calling is like, I got other people under me that I got to make sure they win.
Yeah.
So I feel like Ben Stone right now.
Say that. So you got Ben Stone, you got Ghost from Power, and you got Will Smith from Fresh Prince.
And yeah, if I could get a fourth one out of there,
What you got?
who would I go?
That's a solid 3 now.
That's a solid 3.
But but for the viewer, you ask yourself that. I know a lot of my topics on Funky Friday has been, the topic of a good round of drinks. Has also been a good topic for, Sunday or any type of dinner with the family. And I just always want to have a different variant of questions, topics, and discussions. And this is no different. So for the viewer that you will see or hear, you ask yourself or ask someone, what's 3 to 5 characters that you kind of based your life off of after seeing a character, no pun intended, manifested in that specific show?
I got 2 more.
What you got?
I got 2 more. I'm sorry I had to take more than 5 minutes, but my other 2 is Bernie Mac from the Bernie Mac show. I loved how he was able to, stay comedic, and I feel like in the barbershop world, that's my alter ego as being a comedian.
Yeah.
I tell jokes all day. I laugh and I rap with people to make sure they in a better spirit before they leave my business. You know what I'm saying? I make sure they feel good. My 5th, I would say, is Reverend Run from Run's House.
Okay.
I loved his relationship with his kids, and I try to instill that with my daughter because my dad wasn't there. So I feel like me and her relationship, we should be able to talk about anything.
Yeah.
And that's my 5.
That's what's up. So finally, you got Reverend Ron from the Ron's House, Bernie Mac from the Bernie Mac show.
Yep.
You got, what's the young man from Manifest?
Ben
Stone. You got Ghost from Power.
Yep.
And then finally, you got Will Smith from Fresh Prince.
Yes, sir.
Solid 5. I gave you mine. Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders. Martin from The Martin Show. Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings. And who else was the last one? Franklin Saint from Snowfall. Yeah, so, man, those are characters. Please leave a comment to speak on your characters. They got to be solid, though, and they got to have reason. You just can't be like, oh, man, I got this person just because. Nah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool when you told me I had to pick exactly one person.
Yeah. Have validation with it. But as I always say, and as I finish up my cut, you feel me? One finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love.